Dude, you're like totally listening to Shan Wee, man.
Panic at the Disco, a fairly new band, but they're very popular here in Singapore. So can you tell me, what's the story over the last 1 or 2 years? What's the story of the band?
Well, Spencer and Ryan have been friends since they were like 5 years old, and they started, playing music together when they were 13, so they've always been together playing music. And they met Brent, our old bass player, in the first year of high school, and he transferred over to my school and met me, and I joined as the lead guitarist. And then, like a month after that, I became the singer, and we made 2 demos, and showed them to Pete from Fall Out Boy, and he visited us from LA at the time, and we played the songs for him live, and he after that just told us he wanted to sign us. So.
Oh yeah, so there's quite a connection with the Fall Out Boy, right?
That's kind of the only connection. We're just, Pete got us signed, and we're just really good friends with them.
Okay, so yeah, I was wondering at the moment, do you see them as brothers, or do you see them as opponents in the world of music? What's the relationship like?
Now I think we've become a lot more developed friends, and it's really good because, we started off, not really knowing them, and them, just being able to kind of give us advice on how, just like how a band works with a label and stuff like that. So Pete was able to give us advice, being an A&R man. So, and now, we talk to them a lot more often. We see them on and off a tour. So it's really good to, be connected with them. They're really good guys, and, we're all really close friends. So.
For the 4 members in the band, how would you describe, what do they each bring to the band? Not just the instruments.
Well, Ryan writes the lyrics, and then we all write the songs together, music-wise, and I don't know. I mean, that's really how we can contribute to the band. We each, have our little jobs. We all try to, equally stay as involved with the business and, with the music and everything. So I don't know. We all try to keep it even and equal.
Okay, so Ryan is the one who writes the lyrics. Because I don't know, when I get the impression when I listen to the music, it feels like it's a very singer-led in terms of the direction and the speed of the music. Is that accurate to say or not?
It's kind of like I'm the voice for, his lyrics and his opinion. So, it's hard to, I guess, put that message across when, you don't write the lyrics and you're trying to sing it the best you can in the fashion that, the lyricist wants you to. So that's, kind of a task that we've tried to, kind of an obstacle we've tried to overcome.
So I'm really interested in the song titles, and it might be something that you kind of share with Fall Out Boy, the very long song titles which aren't necessarily relevant to the lyrics. How do you come up with those?
It kind of started with, just movies that we've seen or books that we've read, just kind of stuff that interested us. It's just like most of them are quotes from a movie or a book, and we just decided to do that because we were tired of just, songs that were titled for just a couple words out of the chorus or something, and that was just getting kind of boring, so we figured, if we do that, it's just another aspect we can make it more unique and creative.
Can you give me an insight into some of them? For example, what's camisado?
It means night attack in Spanish, so, if you can kind of relate that to the concept of the lyrics.
What are the lyrics getting at in camisado?
I mean, in my interpretation, since I don't write them, I think, it's pretty much about, a man who's kind of battling a flaw within himself and how he's trying to overcome it, and, a person's outside view of how they see him and how he's battling it or whatever. So.
How about the name of the band itself, Panic at the Disco? What's the story there?
There was a toss-up between the Smiths and this band called Name Taken, and, they both have songs called Panic, and in the Name Taken one it said Panic at the Disco, as the Smith song said Burn Down the Disco. So for whatever reason we decided to, kind of just go with Panic at the Disco.
Would you say that the 80s electronica is an influence on the sound of Panic at the Disco?
We're not really influenced by any 80s electronic dance bands or anything like that. We're more influenced by bands like Third Eye Blind or Counting Crows or Queen. Those are like our main influences, I guess.
I had an SMS from one of my listeners recently saying, Shan, stop playing Panic at the Disco on the radio because you're going to make them mainstream. Everyone's going to have them on their ringtones. Do you have a view on whether you are or aren't mainstream alternative, whether you would like to be or not?
I think that's just kind of a label that fans put because, they want to feel like they're related to the band in some way and that, they discovered this band, and that's all good and fine. But I also feel that a band is a band only to write music that they enjoy and to get it out to as many people as will hear it. And if that's by ringtones or radio or whatever, getting it through the media and becoming quote unquote mainstream is just a means of, I guess, conveyance through of what your band is all about and stuff. So it can only help. And just putting a label like selling out or being a mainstream band is just however kids want to view that, I guess, whatever.
Do you know if is there any plans to come to Asia for any tours or shows?
Not as of yet, but hopefully in the near future, because that would be great.
Another of my favorite songs is Esteban. Now, who is Esteban?
Oh, yeah, Esteban. That was kind of just, we took the title from a commercial that we saw about Esteban, the guitar player, and we just, thought that since the song had kind of a Spanish-Latin kind of feel to it, that we would just, name it after him since he played Spanish guitar, and just a whole thing like that.
A lot's been made about how young the band is. How old are you and the rest of the guys?
I'm 19. Ryan will be 20 in a month. Spencer is 18, and John is 20.
So, would you say that being seen as a young band is a help or a hindrance in getting along, getting successful?
It can kind of have both effects. It can be taken as, harmful or helpful to the band, I guess, Some people mark us down for being younger, but I think, that we're younger, it kind of gives us an advantage, and we have, more time to perfect our craft, I guess.
So being young guys, do you ever feel any hassle from the family? Like, oh, you should get an education, or you shouldn't be in a band, or anything like that?
No, not anymore, since the band has kind of taken off, and we've had, somewhat of success, and I think it did start off where our families weren't too supportive, but now they're really supportive and they're really happy with what we're doing. So.
Whenever you were younger, what was the first music you remember listening to?
I always listened to whatever my parents were listening to at the time. So it's just stuff like Journey and the Eagles and Fleetwood Mac and the Beatles and stuff like that.
What songs would you like us to play from the album?
Build God, Then We'll Talk.
Okay, can you tell me a bit about that song?
I don't know. I mean, that was written in the studio. That was the last song that we wrote as a band, and that's kind of more the direction that we're going as a band. And we wrote that with the first idea of just using the Sound of Music reference, Raindrops on Roses and that whole thing. And that was kind of what we progressed into, I guess, from the electronic, synth crap into, using accordions and organs and, just all the vaudevillian instruments. So that was just kind of a natural flow, and that's, what we're really interested in making now.
Would I be right in saying that the band has an almost like a Showtime, a musical feel to it in a lot of the songs?
Definitely. I mean, that's, what's appealing to us, and we like writing those kind of songs. So.
What's the main song you're concentrating on now in terms of... I just saw the video for Lying. Is that the next big song?
Yeah, that's our next single. We just shot the video for that about a month ago.
Yeah, so I saw the video. Very interesting idea. Can you tell me about the making of the video for that?
We got that concept from the director, Travis Kopak, and we read that and thought it was just interesting and different from what we had done in the previous videos, 2 videos, and it was just I guess something that kind of sparked our interest, and we just decided to go with that for whatever reason, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, we're not in it much, but I feel that if the concept's good, you don't really need the band to be in it as much, so that people can concentrate on the concept and what it's about.
Yeah, so you guys are all in fish tanks. I mean, were you actually submerged in water?
No, it's an optical illusion. I mean, there's water around the tank and around our heads, but we weren't really in it. So.